Welcome to the Impact Play. My name is Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Your Ghoul, and I am your host and producer on the Ones and Twos, and we are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music, plus esports as well. And we are also amplifying voices from those respective fields that have a result here on the Impact Play. This work keeps the lights running and keeps that content coming. You can support us over at anchor.fm/DynamicPlay, where Tier 2 supporters and above have access to exclusive content, including the post show, getting the show ad free, and more. You can even support us free by using our Epic credit code at EpicPlay. We are Epic partners. So every purchase you make with the Epic Store will be Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more. No matter where you play or how you play, even if it's a free-to-play title, we use that credit code, we do get a commission and then a little bit of support to help us support us in a brand new way and no extra cost to you. This episode of the Impact Play is also sponsored by Audible. However, me and the team will tell you about that later. And this is the Impact Play's Reviewcast, episode 282, where we are reviewing episode 7 and 8 of Velma. So stay tuned and enjoy. You can sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. If you have Amazon Prime, you get access to 2 credits. And it's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/TimicPlay. Once again, the URL is audibletrial.com/TimicPlay. Thank you to Audible for sponsoring this episode of the Impact Play. Alrighty, folks, so this reviewcast is being recorded live exclusively to our tier 2 supporters and above. So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. And also, as an added bonus, this tier 2 supporters and above will get first access to our reviewcast once the exclusivity window does expire. This will be available to everyone else on YouTube as well as your favorite podcast platform. So nonetheless, I guess let's get into our review on our last review of episodes. Which episodes did we review? Episodes 5 and 6, where I went on a rant of how bad Velma is. But it feels like it is getting better. So, like I said, the show is getting better. It is improving because these little instances, or should I say forced instances, of the Scooby-Doo franchise being embedded into the show, it's barely there now. So we know that Velma is looking for her mother, as well as trying to find out who the real serial killer is. That is pretty much removing the brains of people. But nonetheless, also, Velma did also find her real birth parents, which they ended up abandoning her once again. She learned the real truth behind the truth, which is a nice, I guess, a nice little bit to it. So, oh yeah, forgot to put a spoiler warning before we started, but spoiler warning nonetheless. If you guys haven't already watched episodes 7 and 8 of Velma, but nonetheless, but without further ado, let's continue on. Velma disguises herself as a man, and oh yeah, that's another thing that bothers me. When she was talking to herself, warning people that the serial killer is out there, instead of it being a ghost, how they'd rather believe it being a ghost than actual somebody, because they'd rather go out and party to this fog fest that is happening. But yeah. And then Velma disguises herself as a man, and then surprisingly, everybody listens to her. I'm like, that's not how that works. If you're putting value, whether it doesn't matter who you are or what you are, people will listen to you the way they're, and that's another thing that literally bothered me. Like, come on, really? That's the way you're gonna put that out there? With International Women's Day, we're barely past it. What was it, on the 10th, I believe? No, it was Wednesday, I think, International Women's Day. But yeah. Actually, no, I have it on my calendar. Let's see. Yeah, it was Wednesday. But yeah, when and I'm pretty sure this was out way before, but still, regardless if it's International Women's Day or not, it's not how you expect people to. It's pretty much saying that we should ignore them instead of actually listening to them because, like, literally, I don't understand what the creators are doing with with the show. I do not. I do not. First, it was the forced instances of the Scooby Doo franchise being embedded. Now it's uh, belittling women's voices or in this woman in general. But yeah, I guess let's keep going on. That's enough for a little rant for you folks. But with the show, it looks like it's always gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens towards the end, towards the finale. We'll see how I feel about it. But nonetheless, like we said, Velma found the real parents. Fogfest happens, and supposedly, the note that Velma found that showed Jinkies on it, it had, I don't know. That's another thing. That apparently the note that her mother left behind that said Jinkies apparently had the actual serial killer's number written in what was it, invisible ink. Like, how? Why would she even have that? It does not make any sort of sense. It doesn't. Like I don't get the show where it's going. Like, if it's getting better, but at the same time, there's always something to nitpick about the show. It's not just nitpicking little things. It's just these little things add up, and all that. Just, it's like, come on, like, it's like we don't know what's going behind their mindsets when they're directing the show or writing for it and then producing it. Like, come on. But yeah. So I guess we'll find out more with episodes 9 and 10. And of course, I'll discuss it more. I'll review those as well. And also, we have, we're going to, of course, be reviewing The Last of Us, the TV series. I also have a game, a video game that I have early access for. I'm going to be reviewing that as well. But of course, once I can, I guess, release the review cast, I will. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you want to catch our regular recording of the Impact Play, where we record live over at twitch.tv, as well as youtube.com/the Impact Play on both sides, on both Twitch and YouTube. And if you can't catch this live, don't worry. You catch this show whenever you like on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, as well as your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for the Impact Play. It's all one word, folks. It is not case sensitive. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much. We appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to rate us and review us. Or we're on IMDb, on your favorite podcast platform, or on social media. Follow us there. We have a lot of content, and just to keep you guys in the loop, we are working on something big. So that's a little bit of a nice cliffhanger for you folks. Stay tuned. You guys can discuss this on social. Let us know what you think it's gonna be. But nonetheless, thank you so much. Have a good one, and until next time, folks.